Welcome to Tamsy Fae's realm. My name is Nightbot. Tamsy Fae will be arriving soon, but in the meantime I would like to introduce you to myself and to the channel. I will be your bot host in the chat. I maintain the list and provide other information. I will be arriving in the chat soon. If you have any questions that I am not programmed to answer, please ask Moonbeam or other moderators. Please don't join until the 55-minute mark, for example 6:55. I cannot add you to the list until this time. Tamsy Fae does not do political, specific timing, medical, fertility, or legal questions that require a qualified professional. Tamsy only provides spiritual guidance. Now please have a seat, relax, and I will tell you about Tamsy Fae's stream. How do you join the list? To join the list, type !join followed by your question. Please provide a question when you join, otherwise I will not be able to add you. If there is space in our free list you will be added when you join, if there is no space you will be seated in the lounge. When spots become available, people are randomly chosen from the lounge and placed on the free list. In other words, the lounge is a waiting list. Being placed in the lounge does not guarantee you will have a reading. Thank you for understanding. To check your position, type !position and you will either be given your position in the free list, told you are still in the lounge, or that you are not in either. Your position number will change, normally decreasing as Tamsy does her readings. However, your position may increase if there is a donation or someone requests a theme reading, as theme readings get advanced to the front of the free list. If you would like to leave the free list, please type !leave. If you miss your reading on the stream, type !timestamp or !timestamps to find out when your reading took place in the stream. You may skip the free list with a super chat or PayPal donation of a minimum of $3 plus Canadian. To keep things fair, Tamsy may limit how many times someone can use a super chat in a stream, but you are always welcome to book a private reading with Tamsy. You can book a private reading by email or through Tamsy's website. You can find the links on her about page or in the chat. While you are waiting for your reading, make yourself comfy and ask me, Nightbot, questions. Here is how to ask me questions. !magical, see how magical you are. !8 ball, for the magic 8 ball answer. !oracle for an oracle message. !fortune, to get a fortune. !horoscope, for today's horoscope. !card to draw a tarot card and get info about its meaning. !list to see who is on the free list and who is in the lounge. !position to get your current position. I will occasionally provide information about other services available in the chat. Tamsy Fae is an intuitive mystic energy reader. Enjoy her fairy moon readings and more. Tamsy uses tarot cards to pick up your energy or the energies around your situation and connect with the spirits, Fae, and the universe to bring out profound inner truths we dare not tell ourselves with love, kindness, and humor. The cards may bring up deep hidden emotions. Readings are never 100% accurate, and roles may be reversed. Take what is yours and leave the rest. Some energies or emotions may take time to settle. And here are some photos of Ms. Beastie, Mr. Lucky Pug, and Miss Floppy. Tamsy should be arriving soon. Welcome to Tamsy Fae's realm. My name is Nightbot. Tamsy Fae will be arriving soon, but in the meantime I would like to introduce you to myself and to the channel. I will be your bot host in the chat. I maintain the list and provide other information. I will be arriving in the chat soon. If you
Hi everyone, welcome. How's it going? Hi Alice. How are you? Hi James. Hi Dee Dee. Hi Tammy. Hello Bernadette. Hello everyone. Welcome. Y'all know how it works, so I'll switch the screens and get started. Tammy, love reading for Tammy. Ooh, love. Let's see for Tammy. What's coming in for Tammy in love and romance? Good to see you too, Alice. Let's see, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Tammy a message in love? What does Tammy need to know about love? What does Tammy need to know about love? You have the Queen of Cups in the dark. I feel like with the Queen of Cups in the dark, you're a little bit on edge, or maybe having some conflicting emotions about opening up your heart for love. Oops. Floppy is showing you all her butt. Floppy, it's not time for that. I'm not talking to you, Floppy. Want to see everybody? Want to see everybody say hi? Gonna say hi? Now, how about you go back to your bed? Go back to bed. There's a nice bed there. Sit and go back to sleep. It's not time to play. You can't move the camera. You're gonna make it come out, Floppy. No, you can't do that. Sit. You're not gonna sit. You're gonna show everybody your butt. You're hiding the cards, Floppy. Do you want to go somewhere else? Oops, Floppy. Okay, so what I was saying is that you have the Queen of Cups in the dark. So I feel like there may be some mixed feelings going on with opening up your heart to love. She's trying to tell you something with her butt. I don't know. There is the Three of Swords, so I feel like there's still some sort of healing that needs to be done, or if it's just a matter of fear of opening up your heart and fear of getting your heart broken. Since it is with the Queen of Cups here. Do you also have the Nine of Wands in the dark? So I don't know if it's a matter of you are starting to let your guards down. You're starting to open up a little bit more, which is a good energy. Even though there may be some hesitations or what's going on with that. The Ace of Pentacles is in the dark. So I don't know if there's been a delay in starting with meeting someone. I don't know if you know if someone's in mind or not. Or if you're just hesitating of taking that first step forward. Because the Nine of Swords is like there's a lot of worries, a lot of stresses, a lot of second guessing yourself maybe that's coming through here. Let's see, what is the love energy around Tammy? What is the love energy that's around Chani right now? You're not done showing everybody your butt. Everybody can see your butt. You know that, Gabby? You don't care? Beastie is yelling outside the door. And Floppy is enjoying the quiet on the side. Unseen. Love can be blind. Ensure you're not overlooking red flags. I don't know if there's something you're fearful of or worried about. It says your hope and optimism are a powerful love magnet for you right now. So apparently you're a love magnet, so you got to use it. Bottom of the deck is you're on the right path. Love is a beautiful journey, and you're on the right path. You also have dreams. So your dreams may be telling you something. Passion, all that wants to come out. So there's love around you. It's just a matter of opening up your heart, giving yourself a chance. You know, you may get your heart broken, but you may also not get your heart broken. You may find your true soul partner. The cats are going crazy. It's the moon, right? It's the moon. It's supposed to be a total lunar eclipse tonight. I want to try to get up at 5 a.m. to see the lunar eclipse. If I see it, I'll take a picture to show you guys. I don't know. I am hoping. Can I do the cards now? I love you, Floppy, but we want to play with the cards. And you're sitting on the cards, Floppy. Yeah, you go back to bed. That's probably a better idea. Alice. Kyle's thoughts and feelings about Alice. Let's see. What are Kyle's thoughts and feelings about Alice? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, dreams, or fae? What are Kyle's thoughts and feelings about Alice? Got your kitty hair all over now. What kind of relationship does Kyle want with Alice? What kind of relationship does Kyle want with Alice? Where does he see this going next? Okay, let's do this first. You have the moon in the dark. So I don't know if that means that like things may change after the total lunar eclipse tomorrow, or if there are some things about Kyle you still haven't learned about, you still haven't figured out yet. Maybe Kyle's thoughts and feelings are the same about you. Like they don't really know you that well, or they're wondering what else there is to get to know you with. The Page of Swords, I feel like whatever's going on between the two of you, I feel like Kyle feels like he's speaking openly and honest with you. You know, being very clear-minded, being very, you know, good communication with the Page of Swords here. I feel like they have some affection towards you. The Two of Cups is in the dark though, so they may not know if this is really love or if it's just lust or what it is. I feel like they're still trying to figure it out like you are. And then what kind of relationship does he want? I feel like he's hoping for the best because you have the Nine of Cups there. But I feel like he's, you know, he's thinking the worst but hoping for the best, is what I'm getting from the Sun in the dark and the Seven of Pentacles in the dark. You know, because the Nine of Cups is in the light. Why is he not replying? Why is he not replying to Alice? Why is Kyle not replying to Alice? It seems like he's purposely ghosting you. Like the Eight of Cups and the Chariot, he's moving away from you with the Seven of Swords. Not quite sure what's up with that because he's purposely ghosting you. He knows he's ghosting you. He knows he's avoiding you. He's doing it on purpose, it seems. There's no excuse for it. I don't know what he said to you before this, before the lack of communication, because whatever that was seems to be his honest, whatever was going on with that. So that's what I got. Wanna know why? I don't know. You know? Could be he thought you were lying about something. Maybe he thinks that you were not being honest with him. But yeah. That's what I got. Why is Kyle ghosting Alice? Why is Kyle ghosting Alice? He wants to end things, it seems. Why is Kyle ghosting Alice? I don't know if it's because he found someone else or if he thinks that you're not what he thought you were. You know, 5 of Swords, there are some disappointments there. I don't know if he feels like you owe him an apology or he's refusing to apologize towards you for something. But that is what I got. Wait, I didn't do Dee Dee. Maybe that was still Alice because she asked another question to clarify. Sorry, Dee Dee. Want me to do James first? Okay. For James, how will the energy be with A? We've planned something for this weekend. Let's see for James. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give James a message? How will the energy be with A with the plans this weekend? How will things go between James and A this weekend? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? James, I feel like you don't have any good luck. I feel like your plans may not go as planned. So I don't know if you have backup plans for your plans. You know, I'm a Taurus. I always have backup plans. But I feel like you may want to make some backup plans in case the original plans don't work out. Yeah, because you have the 9 of Swords in the dark. So that's not too bad, right? 9 of Swords is like facing any fears or facing any worries or stresses that may come with meeting someone new. Seems to be like there will be some extra responsibilities. So I don't know if you'll get called into work or able to get called into work or what these extra responsibilities may pop up on you. You have the 5 of Pentacles, so there may be some sort of financial issue or work issue coming up. I feel like it may be like a work issue kind of thing. The 2 of Wands is in the dark, like trying to have to decide something else or trying to, you know, backup plans kind of thing with the 2 of Wands in the dark. You know, kind of like playing it safe or hesitating or waiting for another time. There's a death card, so I feel like there may be some resistance to making some change. You're hoping to show. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe ask her what to do because I feel like your plans are just I don't know. The universe is fighting you on that one. Oh man, that kind of sucks. Then the ladies wonder why the mans don't want to plan things and take action. Oh yeah, you can't win. Yeah, all in divine timing. For Didi, should I use Grok AI or Sora app for my animation stories? Let's see for Didi. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Didi a message? Should Didi use Guac? I feel like I don't say that properly. I know what you mean though. AI or Sora app for the animation stories. Wait, this should be for. Okay, let's do for Guac. Should Didi use Guac? Should Didi use Sora? Should Didi use Sora? I mean, I kind of agree with the cards with Sora for your animation stories. Just because Sora, you can make longer content. Guac is more for like short 15-second kind of thing. Depending on how long you want your animation stories to be. Um, all the pictures I did for my for the videos I made with talking about everybody's zodiac signs, I used Gemini AI for those photos. I thought they came out really well. I used a few of them from Sora, ChatGPT, same thing, as well. So I did a mixture of both. But I kind of really like the Gemini ones, even though I did use some of the ChatGPT ones. Yeah, yeah. So Guac is like for really, I think gamers 15-second thing, but that's totally up to you. The King of Swords is like you do what makes sense for you, right? Use your logic, what you feel like people would like. Um, I think it's a matter of trying to find something that you feel like you would like and they would like at the same time. So find that equal balance there. But the stars, like the universe giving its blessing for that. Nine of Wands, what you feel comfortable with, what you feel like you can own up to or be proud of, kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. You can try Gemini too if it's just pictures. I don't know. I don't think Gemini does animation, but I mean like a video type thing, but it does like pictures, like what I used. It's pretty cool. Yeah. You use Canva too. Canva also makes some animation videos. I use some of Canva's animation videos in my in that series I did of all the zodiac signs love energy. For Tammy, does Elle think about Tammy? Does Elle think about Tammy? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Hold on, I have to open the door. Floppy wants to escape. There you go. You got tired of her talking, I guess. Let's see for Tammy. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? I want to come and give Tammy a message. What does Elle? I guess Elle is lying about something. What does Elle think about Tammy? Elle noticed I checked their social media. Did Elle notice that Tammy checked their social media? Um, does I'll think about you. I would say no, because the Seven of Swords is no. The Chariot's in the dark, so probably not, or not in a long while. There's the King of Wands in the light, so maybe now that you're talking about them, that they will start thinking about you now, because right, you're talking about something. You're sending your energy to them, so maybe now they'll start thinking about you with the King of Wands there. For the Ten of Pentacles, did they notice your social media? I mean, the Ten of Pentacles is a yes, but it's in the dark, so it's a possibility that they notice you were on social media. They may not realize you were checking them out. Can't really go on social media and see who is checking you out. Sometimes it seems that way if you suddenly get a friend request when you were doing that, but I don't know. The Knight of Wands is in the dark, so I feel like, yeah, the King of Wands and Knight of Wands. Maybe they'll think about you, but I feel like they probably won't take action because Knight of Wands is in the dark, so no action. Death card, they're resisting making any changes to their life right now, it seems. But that's what I got. Alice, why is Kyle ghosting me, not replying as quickly to me? We just did that reading. Let's try again. Why is Kyle ghosting Alice? Why is Kyle ghosting Alice? Why is he not replying to Alice quickly? Why is he not replying to Alice as quickly? What will happen next in their relationship? What will happen next in their relationship? The Ten of Cups came up earlier as well in the light. So, I don't know if it's because Kyle has found something or someone else. Because you do have the Star and the Seven of Wands here. So I feel like with the Star, they have lost faith in the connection with you, or they're just not feeling it anymore. The Seven of Wands is in the light too. So I feel like they have just given up on that connection with you. So why they're ghosting you, why they're not replying to you so quickly. I feel like Kyle may just be interested in sex and not a full-on relationship. They don't want to have any commitments towards you. I feel. For the Two of Pentacles, I feeling like they're trying to like juggle around their situation of. I feel like there may be somebody else, you or someone else, and I feel like because of how the Ten of Cups showed up last time in this question, that they may be trying someone else to see how it goes. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know if they feel like they can commit more to the other person than you. Is Kyle seeing someone else? Is Kyle seeing someone else? Is Kyle interested in someone else? The Six of Swords, I feel like he's trying to move towards someone else. I don't know if there's competition for this other person. He wants to try to win it. Some guys are just like that. If there's competition, they're going to think, I can win this competition. Kyle seems like he's a typical Kyle that a lot of people make memes of by the cards here. I don't know. Hi, Bernadette. How are you? Hi, Nor. Hello. For James, I'm at a loss. Our last meeting went very Was Nicole in a mood, and will I hear back this month? What can I expect to see change in our connection? I've rarely seen her this way, but she was adamant. Let's see for James. Are there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give James a message? What is Nicole's zodiac sign again? I forget. Let's see for James. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Nicole, not Nicole, James a message about Nicole? Was Nicole in a mood? The Page of Cups. She was in the mood. She, got in the dark, moody. And will I hear back from Nicole? Not I. Will James hear back from Nicole? Probably yes. Can I expect to see a change in our connection? Can James expect to see a change in their connection? Will James hear back this week? Not this week, this month. I think it was a yes. They have the star. Yeah. I've already seen her this. I've rarely seen her this way, but she was adamant. Let's see what's going on here. So it seems like yes, she was in a mood. The Page of Cups in the dark. Right? I feel like there's this energy of having mixed feelings. Maybe she was being a little or feeling a little more immature for some reason that day. Maybe a little bit more vulnerable. I don't know. Maybe it's that time of the month. But there's a star, so I feel like there's a lot of energy that you'd probably hear back from her within the month. Just, depending on how things work out with the Ten of Wands. Because I feel like either you or them may have extra or other responsibilities or other obligations or whatever that is. Can you expect a change in their connection? I mean, there's a King of Pentacles, so I feel like it all depends how self-disciplined you are, how structured you are, how slow and steady you are in your energy when it comes to connecting with Nicole. There is a Seven of Wands too, so I feel this energy of you wanting to stand your ground or wanting, some attention as well. There is the moon, so I feel like it's kind of a mystery how things are going to play out. There may be some things you don't really know about Nicole, or there's probably things that Nicole doesn't know about you, and that uncertainty that is not clear seems to be what's coming through. I mean, Leos, right? When you're with a Leo, you can't expect any attention, right? All the attention's on a Leo. That's just the nature of a Leo. So when you're with a Leo, you have to match their energy. Like you have to make sure your style goes with their style and that sort of thing if you want to make it work. It's just the nature of a Leo. You either fit into their life or you get out. Oh man. Let's see. What else can we get for James? What else does James need to know about Nicole? Yeah, justice. Trying to find the balance between the two is kind of almost impossible. I mean, the Queen of Wands is in the dark. So I feel like she's very ego-driven. She could be easily jealous. She could be easily impulsive. Maybe her manipulative charm doesn't work as well on you as it does on other people. That could be an issue as well. But that's what I got. How did Nicole take the last message? How did Nicole take the last message? Oh, she's not happy about it. Five of Pentacles and Justice. I feel like she saw your point, but doesn't care. Dee For Dee, how will my YouTube channel Topic love be 3 months from now? Topic? Topic? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. For Dee, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Dee a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Dee a message? Any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Dee a message? How will Dee's YouTube channel Sapphic Love be in 3 months from now? The Queen of Wands is like, you need to step up your Aries energy, right? The Queen of Wands is Aries. No, you're not Aries, right? You're a Virgo. But you still have to tap into this Aries energy, right? Being boss mode. Being like queen bitch or something, you know? Stepping it up seems to be the first card coming through here. Let's see. What does Dee need to know about this energy? What are 3 months? How is YouTube channel going to be in 3 months from now? Ooh. You have choices and decisions to make. So for the Queen of Wands. So I feel like if you want your channel to grow in 3 months, you know, it is stepping it up. Work hard, treat it as a full-time job, despite everything else you have going on. The Seven of Wands is in the light. So I feel like with the Seven of Wands in the light, it's just, you know, defending your boundaries, standing your ground, being assertive in your work and not backing down in it, you know? Like, don't second guess it. Never delete anything. Even if you think it's awful and it's bad and no one's watching it, don't delete it. You know, that's an important thing. I feel like a lot of YouTubers do that because when you do delete it, whatever views or subscribers you got from that video, even if you think it's not good, they go away too, right? For the Two of Swords is in the light. I feel like you can have difficult decisions with whatever it is moving forward. So, you know, it's not a matter of looking at the views and the subscribers. You look at your analytics, how much watch time you have, uh, how how did YouTube push it out? Like, did one video get pushed out more than another one? Because then you're gonna want more to get more videos pushed out. So you can kind of like see what got pushed out. So maybe like using a very similar title with something slightly different in your video to get yourself out there is what I'm feeling. I don't know. Give me some difficult decisions with that. The Three of Cups, you know, it's not a matter of who loves it. It's a matter who watches and sticks around. You know, a thumbs down and a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm is the exact same thing. That's why a lot of YouTubers say, hey, how many thumbs down can I get? That boosts their channel. 10 of Cups is in the dark. Because it's just algorithm. It's not a people looking, oh, Dee only has 3 thumbs down there. No, it's a robot. They don't care. It's all the same thing. They have no brain up there. For the 10 of Cups is in the dark. So yeah, do what you feel is best. Think of it as business. You're not doing it to make friends. You're not doing it to, you know, you're doing it to see how far in the next 3 months your YouTube goes. So in 3 months you can see if it's worth keeping or not, right? So it's like the Queen of Wands being that boss mode. She's very assertive, she's very resilient, she doesn't put up with anything. She sets her boundaries and sticks with it and sees how it goes. What a good. So for the next 3 months, you're the Queen of Wands. You can also use like Gemini or ChatGPT or any one of those things. You Google what your channel is about and how much time you have to dedicate in a week, and it can write you a schedule that would be best for that algorithm that you're wanting to create. You know, AI is a good tool for helping people who don't know how to do a business. They have like great business ideas and advice without talking to a real person, right? It's just the extra bonus. We're jamming. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Tammy a message? I was told by Jay that I have a small bill, but today I received a higher bill. Did Jay not do something right again with my insurance? Let's see for Tammy. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Did Jay do something wrong? What was the energy around Jay? Did Jay do something wrong? What was the energy around Jay for Tammy? What's the energy around Jay for Tammy? There's the Two of Pentacles in the light, so not quite sure what his energy was with that. The Two of Pentacles is kind of feeling overwhelmed, disorganized, whatever that was. The Five of Swords is in the dark. So I feel like whatever it is, I don't know if they're going to apologize towards you for some sort of error, or if it's something that's going to resolve itself somehow. I don't know. There's a magician in the dark as well. So I feel like whatever the energy is, it's not very confident. So I don't know if Jay was not very confident or if it's just the situation itself. The Fool is in the dark too, so I don't know, it's just a matter of them taking a risk, hoping for the best, and then, what they thought didn't happen kind of thing. There's the Eight of Pentacles in light too, so seems to be something about dedication, consistency, putting in the time. Not quite sure what that has to do with anything. What does Tammy need to know? Two of Pentacles. And Two of Pentacles showed up twice, so yeah. I feel like there was some stresses, some disorganization, some imbalance going on there, judgment. Maybe they made the poor judgment. They thought they did something right and they didn't. I don't know. Maybe ask them to check that out again. I don't know. That's what I got. Nor general financial reading for Nor's husband. Let's see for Nor's husband. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae? I want to come give Nor's husband a message. What does Nor's husband need to know about their husband's finances? What does Nora need to know about her husband's finances? There's too many cards there. What does Nora need to know about her husband's finances? Oh man. You have the Fool in the dark. I feel like there's this energy of I don't know if there's been some risky business or poor judgment coming through there with the Fool. Whatever it is, I feel like something's going to come through because I just feel like Devil in the Dark is kind of like breaking free from something, or like avoiding any, challenges that may come up with the Tower here. Because I just feel like, there may be some delays or something. Um, but I feel like it's not as bad as it could be. It's kind of like expecting something bad or expecting to be worse than what it could be. The King of Cups is in the dark. So I don't know if there's some things that they're not really telling you or if they're just being moody about it or what's going on with that. The Ace of Cups is in the dark. So I feel like they're not quite sure how to talk to you about it or figure out what's going on. Let's see. What does Nora need to know about her husband's finances right now? I feel like there's a bunch of emotions that's kind of being avoided that's coming through. Yeah, I feel like the finances is still going to be challenging. The Knight of Cups is in the dark. Like they're a little bit holding back on their emotions. You have the King of Cups, Knight of Cups in the dark. The Six of Swords. I feel like the finances are going to move forward. There's still going to be challenges or maybe things that you need to let go of or take less risk on with boosting your finances. The Four of Swords is in the dark. So I feel like um, something from the past may return and create some sort of chaos of some sorts. The moon is here, so there may be, you know, some unexpected information that may suddenly appear as well. That could either give you some light or make things a little bit more challenging. That is what I got. Bernadette, hello. Current energy for Bernadette. Let's see. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Yeah, Moonbeam said that he told you to email me about being on your podcast, Bernadette. You can do that. My email is in my about page. It's just tamsyfae@gmail.com. Let's see for Bernadette. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Bernadette a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Bernadette a message? What does Bernadette need to know about her current energy? Ooh, the Four of Wands. Party time. Time to celebrate. I don't know what we're celebrating, but, fun times ahead, right? Four of Wands. I feel the sense of you celebrating your successes or just proving your self-worth, raising your standards for yourself. You have the Eight of Pentacles in the dark. So I feel like it's a matter of, figuring out where your focus is. And you're crazy busy. Yeah. Oh man, that sucks when I get sick. Ooh, yeah, that was your birthday. How was your birthday? That must have been fun. The Eight of Pentacles in the dark. I feel like it's a matter of telling you, like, where's your focus at? How you're going to direct your focus in a positive light. The Ten of Wands is in the dark, so I feel the sense of releasing any stresses or anything that may feel a little bit overwhelming right now. You have the Empress in the dark too, so I don't know if it's a matter of you needing to nurture yourself a little bit more, having a self-care day. It was great. You won 700. Oh my goodness. That is awesome. That's a great win right on your birthday. That is awesome. The Five of Cups. I feel like it's time for you to also let go of some emotions or regrets or something from your past to continue to move forward. Seems to be coming through. But I feel like overall you do have a positive energy. It's just, some things that need to be let go and release. You're in need of a self-care day, self-love day to boost that energy. I feel like you got the money for it now that you won 700. So, maybe a spa day of some sorts. But that is what I got. Oh man, that is awesome. You're on a winning streak for sure. That is so cool. Alice, how will my interview with Illumini Ventures and David's company go? Let's see for Alice. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? How will Alice interviews with Illumini Ventures go? How will Alice's interview with Illumini Ventures go? Yeah, the Page of Swords, so I feel like we're going to get some communication about the interview soon. I feel like it's going to go very positive. You may have a delayed start to anything. but it does seem positive. It does seem like you're going to get that information, that communication with the Illuminati Ventures. And how is David's company going to go for Alice? How is David's company going to go for Alice? For David's company, you have the Chariot in the dark. So I feel like some things are at a pause, like it's not going in any direction right now. The Six of Pentacles, so I feel like they're not really giving you any attention in the current energy. Six of Pentacles too, I just feel like there's this energy of an imbalance going on. Maybe they're trying to figure out who they want to contact, who they don't. There's a Ten of Swords. So I feel like there's energy of, rising above, pulling yourself together and figuring it out. Will David's company contact Alice this week? Will David's company contact Alice this week? The High Priestess is in the dark, so it's not a strong yes. It is yes, but not a strong one, so that's a possibility that will contact you this week. Will Illuminati Ventures contact Alice this week? The Four of Cups is in the dark. Four of Cups is a no, but it's not a strong no. It's in the dark. I do feel like you will get the communication though. So I don't know if it's just an email or what it is. Check your emails, check your spam mails. But that is what I got. For James, should James try to send their demo to PIV or maybe try a different label? Let's see. For James, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae that want to come and give James a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae that want to come and give James a message? Should James try to send their demo to PIV? That came flying out. Should James try to send their demo to PIV? Should James try a different label? Should James try a different label? You have the Justice and the Light, so I feel like there's good energy there, right? The Justice and the Light. I feel like they will be honest, truthful. There'll be a good, fair decision. If you sent your demo to PIV, the Four Cups is in the dark, so it's kind of like telling you to, revisit a past offer that you may have had before or past thing that you may have passed up may still be available. I don't know. I also feel this energy of having some new thoughts and doing the work. So I'm not quite sure what that means for you. You have the Hermit and the Light. So I don't know if it's just the answers, what you need to do is within you to figure out. Trying for another label. Three of Swords generally is a no, but it's also a heartbreaking or disappointment or discouraging energy of some sorts. But you also have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles, like looking for one that's going to be focused on your long-term sense of stability, like something you can focus on long-term. I feel like it's a matter of staying in your comfort zone, not taking any risk right now. Seems to be an energy. You have the Three of Wands. So it's kind of like collaborating, working with someone else to move up where you want to move up with. So I don't know what that means for you either, but that is what I got. Yeah, it's kind of like figuring out what one you feel like would help you long term or, figuring it out. Yeah. Networking seems to be the way to go nowadays for like any type of career. YouTube keeps telling me to collaborate, but I'm not very good at collaborating. I'm not very much of a team player in general, but I don't know. It's a work in progress. Moonbeam did set up a thing if anyone wants to collaborate with me, how we could set that up. But yeah, work in progress. For DD, general reading for DD, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give DD a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give DD a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give DD a message? The sun. So there's positive energy coming your way, Dee Dee. Look at that, right? The sun is shining, maybe some new opportunities coming up, some success of some sorts. I feel this you're moving into something better, maybe some vitality, some boost of energy of some sorts. You have the Six of Swords in the dark, so it's kind of like you. Even though all this beautiful positive energy is coming your way, it's just a matter of sticking with whatever you have going on. You're not moving into any new direction right now, but your things that are going on right now are getting better. There is the star, so I feel like it's a matter of having a little bit more faith in the universe. Trust the universe that knows what it's doing. That's a hard thing to do. I know. I fight the universe every day, and it's disappointing when I don't win, but I keep doing it. For the star in the dark, I just feel like some sort of truth may be revealed towards you. I'm not quite sure what that is. I feel like if there's been any insecurities or doubt or something, you will get some clarity on that as well. There is the Five of Swords, so, stand your ground. But I feel like it's not worth getting into any sort of conflict or argument or disagreements about something. It may not be worth your time. But there could also be some changes and challenges that could come with that for you. You have the King of Cups and the Light, so I feel like I don't know, the sun coming into your energy who's trying to be supportive and caring and compassionate. What does Dee Dee need to know about the King of Cups? What does Dee Dee need to know about the King of Cups? Apparently the Two of Cups here. You also have the World. So I feel like you're almost at the end of completing this cycle though. So a new one may be possibly opening up for you, that you may have to decide which one is which by balancing out your priorities or balancing out your organizing things. The Fool, a new beginning. Okay, so a new beginning is coming, but first you have to deal with the situation you have now before you can get this new beginning that's coming. It may be a tough change to make, but you'll get there. It does come with you trusting the universe a little bit more, having a little bit more faith. But, you gotta do what you gotta do. Tammy, how will my meetings go with C tomorrow? For Tammy, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? How will Tammy's meeting with C go tomorrow? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? How will Tammy's meeting with C go tomorrow? Ooh, that's good, right? The Page of Cups, some good information, good communication. I feel like they'll be emotionally supportive towards you or understand you at an emotional level. You know how you're feeling, they'll get that. For the Four of Swords and a Light, I feel like there's this energy of knowing when to take a break. So I'm not quite sure what that has to do with anything. Because I just feel like with the Four of Swords, it's kind of like making sure that you have enough rest for tomorrow, that you're not sleepy, you're not cranky, you're not moody in any sort of way. I feel like you're just gonna need your patience. For the temperance here, you have, the temperance, right? Having patience. Having patience seems to be the thing. Patience is a virtue. So making sure your mind, heart, and soul is all aligned. Try to find that balance within yourself to get that abundance energy that you're wanting. You have the world here, so I figure and complete whatever needs to be completed there. The Two of Wands, you may be faced with two different choices, two different paths, trying to figure out which path is best for you. Maybe the challenge, but that's what I got. Overall, it seems very positive. Nor, what is the impression of our personality based on my social media? Let's see, what is the impression of our personality based on Nor's social media? Let's see, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What is the impression of Nor's personality on Nor's social media? Do you know what your rising sign is, Nor? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Nor a message? You have the Knight of Pentacles here. So for the Knight of Pentacles, um, I feel like whatever your personality is on your social media, they feel like you're slow but steady. They feel like you are grounded, down to earth type of energy. I feel like there's this energy of them feeling like you are practical with what you post. You have the Two of Wands as well, so I feel like you give them ideas or thoughts or things to think about, which I feel like they like. I feel like they see you as somebody that's creative and inspirational. The Three of Pentacles, I feel like overall you do connect with different types of people. You have good connection, good collaboration. I don't know. Seems to be what's coming through here with the Three of Pentacles. I feel like they can relate to your vision. For the Chariot in the Dark, I don't know if it's at a pause or if your social media is not really going anywhere right now or what's going on with that. Because with the Chariot, I just feel like there's this energy of a lack of direction, or maybe there's scattered energy that's going on with it. You have the Judgment and a Light. So I feel like, I don't know if it's just a matter of evaluating your performance and seeing what needs to be changed, what needs to be worked on, what needs to be improved. But overall, it seems positive. There's nothing really negative here. What does Nora need to know about this energy? The Queen of Swords. Maybe being a little bit more honest with yourself, with what you're trying to say, what you're trying to put out. The Four of Swords is in a light too. So maybe bringing back something that went really well a while ago, bring it back out again and see what happens with that. That's what I got. Bernadette. Energy for Bernadette's daughter. Let's see. Is there any spirits? Spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What is the energy around Bernadette's daughter? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What is the energy around Bernadette's daughter? What's the energy around Bernadette's daughter? The energy around Bernadette's daughter. She has the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is someone who wears her heart on their sleeve kind of energy, right? I feel the sense of your daughter following her heart. I feel this energy of that passion, that charming, idealistic energy, trying to come through. Maybe she escapes from that once in a while, but there's a ton of swords as well. So I feel like whatever struggles that she's been through or going through, that she's going to rise above, things are going to be improving. There's a justice card and a light as well. So I feel like there's this energy of trying to find the balance between um what's going on and what's not, kind of thing. I feel like it's a matter of her speaking her truth or owning her truth, whatever that is. Yeah, high school is really hard right now for a lot of kids. The hangman here just kind of like hanging in there, she's got it. Um, the Eight of Pentacles is in the dark too. So, the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like she is trying her best. It's hard to have that focus. I feel like there's some scattered energy. I don't know if she feels like she's feeling rushed, but also feeling bored at the same time. The Ace of Swords is in the dark too, so having some clouded judgment going on kind of is hard as well. Yeah, I just feel like I don't know if she's worried about some rejection or just feeling burnt out or empty. Yeah, yeah. Teenagers nowadays have a lot of it's hard. It's harder to be at high school is not how we went to high school at all. It's totally different. It's really, really different, and it's really, really, really hard. Especially because, like, when we went to high school, like, we were given work that was work. Now, when you go to high school, a lot of high schools, you're expected to express your opinion. But when you're a teenager, you carry everybody else's opinions. You don't really know what your own opinion is for things. So that makes things hard. Like, you have your parents' opinions, you have your teachers' opinions, you have your friends' opinions, you have social media opinions. Like, which opinions are the right opinions, right? So it's very hard. um yeah, and there's a lot of pressure from social media too. Like, when we went to school, there was magazines and stuff, but it wasn't pressure like what they're dealing with nowadays. It's tough out there. Give her a lot of love and compassion. Take off the pressure at home, even though it may be hard. It may be needed. Let's see, for Alice. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Alice a message? It's bad everywhere, Bernadette, to be honest. Like, it's bad everywhere. All those teachers are struggling so much everywhere. Especially with AI, teachers are trying to learn how to adapt to AI. And a lot of teachers, when they went to teacher school or teacher college, whatever it was, they didn't learn about AI or how to deal with kids with AI, right? I know there's a lot of kindergarten teachers right now who the kindergarten kids are too smart for the kindergarten curriculum because they learned all what kindergarten learned from their iPads. So what is the teacher supposed to teach? They already know it because it's on their iPad. Teachers are not prepared for the kids that we have today. That's the problem. Alice, what's the next 2 weeks in career and love? Let's see for Alice. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What does Alice need to know for the next 2 weeks in career? What does Alice need to know for the next 2 weeks in career? Ooh, not too bad, right? Judgment. So I feel like you may get picked out of something or picked for something or chosen. Because I feel like you're also going to get that good communication, right? Page of Pentacles, new job offer, new opportunity, new finances, sort of thing coming through. Your cycle may not be completed. It may be not like a committed thing. It may be just like a spontaneous thing that may pop up. I don't know, but you do have the Ten of Wands as well. So I feel this energy of you working and taking responsibility and working hard despite the stresses or the obligations. So I feel like it's a matter of making sure that your strength is up, your strength is ready for this hard work that may be coming within the next few weeks. Let's see for love. What does Alice need to know in love in the next 2 weeks? You have the King of Cups in the dark. So I don't know if this is someone trying to come towards you in love or not. You can clarify on that. You have the Nine of Wands in the dark as well. So for the Nine of Wands, I feel like it's a matter of, I don't know if it's a matter of you being a little bit rigid in your ideas, your thinking, or if it's just a matter of you setting some clear boundaries and not letting anyone take advantage of you, sort of thing. You have the Magician in the dark too. So I don't know if someone may try to secretly try to manipulate you one way or another. In some sort of romantic pursuit. There's a Seven of Wands in the light. So yeah, I feel like it's a matter of just standing your ground, setting those boundaries, and don't back down from that either. I feel like you will be going out and having a good time. I don't know if that's with friends or a date or what, but it seems like a good night out seems to be on the table, right? Some fun times. Who is this King of Cups here? Who is this King of Cups? Oh yeah, and he's someone who's gonna want to take a chance with you. You know, you still have the World in the Dark. You have the World in the Dark twice. So I don't know if it's just a new cycle that's beginning for you, um, or a cycle that's being delayed and not really starting as quickly as you're wanting it to happen. You have the Knight of Swords. So they're both in the dark. So I don't know if these are new people that don't know you exist yet, or if these are people from your past that may try to wiggle their way into your life. I feel like they don't have good intentions though, right? I feel like with the Magician in the dark, I feel like they may be trying to manipulate you or gaslight you or I don't know, take advantage of you of some sorts. Because I feel like you really need to have your guards up, right? The Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Um, don't take it lightly. Yeah, the Page of Cups is in the dark too. So I don't know if they're just fishing for attention with you or one's jealous of the other or just egos are fighting without any intentions. But that's what I got. James, how should I approach my next message to Nicole, the fiery Leo, for reconciliation? Let's see for James. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? How should James reconcile with the fiery Leo? How can James reconcile with the fiery Leo? You have the Seven of Wands. So whatever you do, keep your guards up, right? Stand your ground, be assertive. Uh, you know, the Seven of Wands is also a Leo card, so I feel this energy of you matching up the Leo's energy, right? Whatever she's bringing, you bring it too. You know, fight fire with fire kind of thing. You know, you learned that from the Bugs Bunny show. From the Seven of Wands, I feel like there's this energy of being warm hearted, being generous, being creative, but also being bold and passionate, you know? Don't be afraid to take the lead, but also allow Nicole to take the lead as well. For the Eight of Pentacles is in the light. I feel like this energy of you being consistent and being dedicated, putting in the time, showing up on time, taking a leap of faith with her, Get outside your comfort zone a little bit more, be more adventurous, which I feel like is not very much of a challenge for you since you are an Aquarius. I don't know if your Cancer moon is getting in your way of your relationships or what's going on with that. But when it comes to a Leo, you may want to put your Cancer moon to bed. Leave your Cancer moon at home. Don't bring it on your date. It's not going to help you with a Leo. The Two of Swords, if you're indecisive, allow the Leo, Nicole, to make that decision. You have the Nine of Pentacles in the light, so it's a matter of you showing that you are independent, that you do have your own life, your own hobbies, that Nicole is not your everything. But also, when you're with her, you give her your everything at the same time, right? When you're with her, it's all hers, nothing else. You don't talk about other people, you only talk about her. um, yeah, That's what I got. Let's see. What is the love energy between James and Nicole? What is the love energy between James and Nicole? Individuality, right? Be your own person. Show Nicole who you are, as a person, as an individual. Be wary of passive partners. Maintain your individuality. Destiny. The reunion with you, your twin flame, is destined event. So maybe Nicole is your twin flame. Proposal. An offer of proposal in the near future. That could just be another date out somewhere. Doesn't necessarily have to be like a marriage proposal. But that is what I got. I think it's important for you to hold your individuality, like appraise her, but also show how you're different than someone else, right? Don't act like all the other James in the world. Be a unique James who's adventurous and not afraid to take a risk. Be your Aquarius self, right? Oh my god, next time she's gonna propose. There you go. That might scare her away. She may run for the hills. Oh, poor Dee Past life for Dee. Ooh, do I have a past life card? I thought I do. I do. I do. I do. Oh my goodness. I'd open them away just because of Dee. Let's see. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Oh, let it flow. LOL. No marriage yet? Oh my goodness. Moonbeam says she may say yes. You never know, right? She may say yes. My son's a Leo. He's been talking about getting married. So I've been talking to him about getting fixed. I don't know. So it's a thing. Let's see. I'm too young to be a grandma, right? Let's see. For Dee, past life reading for Dee. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Dee a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Dee a message? Not quite sure why they're all in the dark, but maybe that's just the way I took them out. You have the Knight of Cups in the light, so I feel like you were very much romantic in the past life, right? You may have been an archetype. You were a romantic, a troublemaker. Oh man, are you still a troublemaker and a lover? Or just someone who lived for the idea. Lessons you learned in that life is you learned to follow your heart, but you made sure that your feet were touching the ground. So even though you followed your heart, you were realistic with your expectations. You didn't let the clouds get to your head, kind of thing. The Nine of Wands is here. So in the past life, you could have also been a wounded warrior. I feel like these two can go together. It can be a wounded warrior and a romantic troublemaker in one, right? I can feel like they can go together. You were someone who survived many battles but grew weary. So I don't know if you were romantic and you just got your heart broken a bunch of times and that was the battles you fought. I don't know. Maybe that's why you're writing love stories now. I mean, sometimes our past lives affects our now. The Eight of Swords is in the light. So, what lessons you learned there as well is you learned that you hold that bars that hold you back are often constructed by your own mind. So you learned that your own mind can hold you back. So don't let that come into your life now. Don't let your mind hold you back. Pursue what you want to pursue. Nine of Swords is in the dark. So, you may have had a lifetime of chronic anxiety, guilt, or being haunted by a specific event. Maybe you had PTSD in that life as well. I mean, if you were a wounded warrior, that's a possibility. What you learned that your thoughts can be your worst own enemy. Oh my gosh, a lot of cards are saying that your mind sabotages you. So don't break that cycle. Don't let it happen. Don't carry that same wound into the next life. A life where you tamed your beast or survived a great deal through quiet courage. So you learned your true power is gentle and persistent, not forceful or aggressive. So you had a lot of strength. I feel like you were like a great warrior in your past life, right? I can feel that for you. Now it's a matter of letting go of being perfect, letting go of any perfection, letting go of any, things that keep you trapped in your mind. Tammy, why do I feel so happy every time I think of R? Does R think about me in a romantic way? Ooh, for Tammy. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or Fae? Why does Tammy feel so happy every time Tammy thinks about R? Is R thinking about Tammy? Ooh. Oh, I think that just answers your question right there. I don't feel like I have to pull any more cards, right? The Two of Cups, love, romance, soulmate connection, mutual connection, right? Mutual vibe. Oh man, so I don't know what the challenge is between the two of you, but it's probably the secrets the two of you are holding from each other, not expressing that you're both having feelings for each other. You just gotta spill the beans, get out of your head, stop dreaming about it, take action. The universe is blessing this, a star. Like, I never had the cards answer a question so directly. That is a very direct answer. I feel like the two of you will have to just express each other. You just have to get talking. Like, you don't have to say, "Do you like me?" Or you just, say, "Or do you want to grab some coffee? I'm on my way to a coffee shop or something." Um, you know, be casual, but like start something. Or is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Nor a message? What's M's current thoughts and intuitions towards Nor? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Nor a message? What are M's current thoughts and intuitions towards Nor? What are M's current thoughts and intuitions towards Nor? What's M's current thoughts and intuitions towards Nor? The King of Cups. I feel like with the King of Cups that thinks that you're nurturing, caring, compassionate. Um, you know, I feel like they feel like you're very spiritual or very connected in the spiritual realm of things. Yeah, the Page of Swords. So I don't know if M's a little bit shy to talk to you or open up to you about things. The Six of Swords, I feel like they think that, just moving forward, getting through the waves kind of thing. The Nine of Cups, I feel like they feel very lucky to know you or connect with you. I feel like they feel very satisfied with the connection between the two of you. Not quite sure what your connection is between the two of you, but I feel like they feel very positive about you in general. There may be a lack of communication with the Page of Swords in the dark there. The King of Swords, I feel like they're trying to be professional or responsible or whatever that is for them. King of Swords is someone who tries to take like authority or like trying to be a professional, not wanting to do anything sloppy. I feel like they're very patient. They're very you know, serious in their nature and active and honest, and maybe spend too much time in their head a little bit. But overall, that's what I got. Bernadette, current energy of Kayla. This is Ring Spirit Guides, Answer Which Angels are Fae. What does Bernadette need to know about Kayla's energy? What does Bernadette need to know about Kayla's energy? The Two of Wands. What does Bernadette need to know about Kayla's energy? What does Bernadette need to know about Kayla's energy? Ooh, I feel like Kayla is faced with two difficult paths that she needs to choose from and maybe a little bit unsure which path is best for her to take right now with the Queen of Pentacles being in the dark. Because I feel like she's a little bit detached of which one is which for her. I don't know if she's focusing on the materialistic side of things, like maybe that path is a little bit too expensive for me right now, or I don't know what her deal is. Just with the Four of Pentacles, I feel like there may be a little bit of struggles with the financial side of things, because there's also the Tower, so I feel like there may have been some sudden unexpected changes. Maybe it was one that is costly. The High Priestess is in the dark, so I feel like she's not quite trusting her intuition all that much. What does Bernadette need to know about Kayla with the High Priestess here? Yeah, Five of Cups, right? In the dark, I feel this energy of just processing the whole situation. That Ten of Wands is in the dark, so I don't know if she feels like there's some sort of burden or some sort of issue that she can't quite avoid, but doesn't know what's the best steps forward. Oh man. I just feel like, yeah, she's holding back on her feelings about it. There's just something that's not solved that she needs to work out. So I don't know what that is, but that's what I got. Oh, that's cool. Alice, what's next with Illuminati Ventures? What's next with Illuminati Ventures for Alice? What is next with Illuminati Ventures for Alice? What is next with Illuminati Ventures for Alice? You have the Knight of Cups in the dark. So I feel like there's this energy of um I don't know what it is. If it's just blocked ideas or blocked thoughts, or if it's just um things being delayed in general, right? I don't know. Because I just feel like there's this energy of waiting and figuring things out. There is a devil in the light too, so I don't know if it's a matter of feeling stuck or like held back for some reason, or if there's toxic energy that's around going around. Lumina Adventures that's delaying things or what. But I feel like it's a matter of you trusting your intuition about what you feel or what you think about the situation with Lumina Adventures. Trust your intuition to guide you with the answers you may be seeking right now. Will Alice hear back from them? Will Alice hear back from them? Will Alice hear back from them? I feel like the other cards are saying yes. The King of Cups is also yes. Will I just be able to set up times, or will I conduct interviews with different people? Will Alice be able to set up times for an interview? Will Alice be able to set up times for an interview? The Page of Wands is a yes, but it's not a strong yes, being in the dark. Will Alice conduct interviews with different people? The Three of Cups is also a yes, but not a strong yes, so yeah. Yeah, would it be with the different people? Healing, it says you're about to have success. Two of Cups, so yeah, maybe with other people as well. That's what they got. James. Will A like the idea of the DJ event? Let's see for James. Spirit guides, ancestors, Aaron's or Fae want to come and give James a message. Will A like the idea of a DJ event? Would she prefer a salsa dancing for our first meetup? Would A prefer a salsa dancing for their first meetup? She seems more keen on something older. Is she more keen on something older? Is A more keen on something older? Is A old fashioned with a movie and dinner? I threw that one in. Oh man. You were fishing for the word? Finishing the word. Traditional, yeah. I was yeah. So I don't know what the moon was for, but it seems like there's some sort of mystery you need to unsolved when it comes to A. For her preferring the DJ thing, the King of Wands is a yes. The Ace of Wands is in the yes, but I feel like she may be up to the DJ thing, but I feel like that's a quick way to lose that spark. So, there's that. For the salsa dancing, you have the Eight of Pentacles in the light. The Eight of Pentacles in the light is a yes. But you also have the Eight of Wands in the dark, so I don't know. Eight of Wands is like that can kill the evening pretty quickly. um, yeah, that's the salsa one. It's more pop personal. Okay, yeah. So for the Street Keens on something older, traditional. The Knight of Swords is kind of a yes, but doesn't want to admit to it. And the Empress is like, yes, right? And the Empress is ruled by Venus. Libra is ruled by Venus. So it could be, Spirit's way of saying, go for something more traditional. I asked for dinner and a movie, and the Ten of Cups came up. It's like yes and no, but something along those lines, maybe. Um, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, or like one of those things where you have dinner and a show in like one place. I want to go to those, like those murder mystery things. You know, Libras, even though they don't really like to show it, their inner soul is very gothic. If you know Libras, like all the Libras I know, they don't like to show that they're into goth, but deep down in their soul, all the Libras I know right down into their heart are very gothic. So like one of those mystery murder dinners may be up the alley. That's what I got. Oh, you knew that one, and that's good. They have a little bit of a dark side, even though they don't show it when you first glance at them. I think that's why I love Libras. I don't know. I love Libras. Have a lot of friends that are Libras. Moonbeam's a Libra. My dad's a Libra. I don't know if that's why, but I like Libras. For Tammy. Maybe, right? Yeah, do something that's a little bit more on the darker side of things. Maybe a horror movie? I don't know. We gotta be careful with the horror movies because even though Libras have a darker side, some Libras are not into like the murdering side of people, because they're like humanitarians, so they want to keep the peace, they want everything to be fair and gentle. So it's kind of gothy, but not too gory, if that makes any sense. I don't know. There's a fine balance between the two. For Tammy, what is the energies about where do I have a chance to move to? What is the energy for Tammy about moving? What is the energy around Tammy about moving? Is there any spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, and or fae? What is the energy around Tammy moving? The Six of Pentacles is in the dark, and so is the Four of Cups. So I feel like the moving energy is not, 100% there, right? The Six of Pentacles in the dark, I feel like is kind of iffy. I feel like it has to do with some sort of, a leap of faith, taking a chance on something, but I feel like it's kind of like all depends on the money side of things, the mindset of things. The Four of Cups, too, is kind of like revisiting that thought. Like, really think about it. Don't just jump on it right away. Um, what's what's Tammy's next home? When will Tammy find her next home? The Lovers. The Lovers is Gemini, so that's more like June-ish kind of energy. Around that time. Um, what is the energy around Tammy having a new home? The Four of Wands is a home card, celebrating that success. So maybe you'll get more clarity on what that energy is come June. Or like, you know, late spring, early summer. You know, it's a matter of being guarded, being choosy, don't take the first place you see kind of thing. But it is going to be a challenge. It's not going to be easy. Nor. What's coming towards Nor's sun? Let's see what's coming towards Nor's sun. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What is coming towards Nor's sun? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? There you go. Listen to Moonbeam. He's a Libra. Let's see. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Nor a message? For your son, oh man. I feel like your son is not very confident in their situation right now. I feel like there's a little bit of doubts or a little bit of hesitation coming through. You have the Seven of Cups in the dark. So I feel like your son is trying to choose their options wisely. Like they're trying to be realistic with their decisions, their goals or plannings, whatever that is for them. You have the Eight of Cups in the dark. So I feel like they're struggling with taking a risk of moving forward and like feeling like they just need to play it safe. They need to deal with the situation that they have right now before they could take another step forward. You have the Seven of Swords in the dark as well. So I feel like in their energy, they may feel a little restricted in what they can do. But I also feel like there's this energy of them um, rethinking some of their strategies, or maybe rethinking some plans, or maybe rethinking some decisions and trying to go from there. There's the Ace of Swords in the dark, so I feel like what they're trying to do is coming up with an idea or a plan to move forward with what is realistic for them right now. Because I feel like they may be a little bit confused with how to take that leap of faith moving forward. So I feel like it's really a matter of them owning their truth of what they can manage realistically. And I feel like that is what they're trying to do, even though there may be the universe may be pushing them a little bit further than what they want to be in right now. I feel like the universe is like, get outside your comfort zone, take that leap of faith. But I feel like your son is like holding back because I feel like they want to have a clear vision of what's coming towards them. And I feel like it's just a matter of your son taking that leap of faith, expanding their vision, expanding themselves, like thinking outside of the box, having bigger visions, bigger desires, bigger dreams, and figuring out what is next with that. Because I feel the sense of them being able to master that energy is just a matter of them taking that step forward without overthinking it, without bringing all their swords with them ready to fight kind of thing. Um, you know, it's kind of like their ships are coming in. Is he going to get on the ships or not? Kind of, metaphorically or whatever, um, of getting on to a opportunity that may come their way. Maybe a little bit outside their comfort zone, but I feel like it's where the universe is trying to guide them. But that's what I got with that. Hi, Ruby. Hello. Alright, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come give Bernadette a message. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Bernadette a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Bernadette a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Bernadette a message? Does Bernadette's dad have any messages for Bernadette? Does Bernadette's dad want to come and give Bernadette a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Bernadette a message? Is there any spirit, guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Bernadette a message? What does Bernadette need to know right now from her dad? The Hermit. The Hermit is in the light. So I feel like there's this energy of you looking for answers. So I don't know if it's like you needing to go on like a solo mission of figuring out what answers are within yourself that your dad's trying to guide you with. Because I feel this sense of um like looking within yourself, but also like seeing the value of you, because I feel like you are unique, you are your own person, you need to embrace that energy. You have the judgment in the dark as well, so I feel like your dad is trying to push you with following your true calling, what you feel is what your true heart wants to guide you with moving forward. You have the Five of Pentacles in the dark as well. So I feel like there's this energy of feeling a little bit stuck, but also making some positive changes. And I feel like your dad is trying to help you see the positive changes that have been happening or that could be around you right now. Because I feel the sense of you've been adapting and, um, I feel like it's a matter of taking care of yourself and that sort of thing as well. You have the Emperor in the dark. So I don't know if this is your dad trying to guide you into being more confident or if it's just, being mindful of other people who are trying to be overly controlling towards you or manipulating you in any way, to distance yourself from them. That is what I got. Alice, would it be better for me to send an email to remind Kara or wait for her to respond on her own? Let's see for Alice. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Kara a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Alice a message about Kara? Should Alice remind Kara? Should Alice? I'm trying to get this energy right. Oh my goodness. I'll try the other cards because maybe these cards just don't want to answer that question. Let's see for Alice. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Alice a message? Would it be better for Alice to send Kara an email to remind her? Should Alice send Kara a message to remind her to, or should Alice wait for her to respond on her own? Should Alice wait for her to respond on her own? Judgment is in the dark. What's the best way to move forward with Illuminati Ventures? What's the best way for Alice to move forward with Illuminati Ventures? You have the Eight of Pentacles and the Light. So for you to send Kara a reminder email, the Eight of Pentacles is a yes card. It's showing that you're consistent, you're putting in the time and effort to keep in contact with them. The King of Cups is in the dark, there may be an imbalance in their energy. Um, yeah, I don't know. There may be issues there with maybe that's why they haven't gone back to you. The Five of Swords, I feel like they may apologize for not getting back to you sooner. So it seems like a positive energy for you sending Kara an email, just checking in, reminding them whatever it is that you feel like you need to remind them with. Good luck, timing, destiny is on your side. You may even get an apology why they haven't contacted you sooner. And then to wait for her on her own. The judgment's in the dark, so I feel like that's not the best judgment to do, is wait for her to contact you on their own. Best way forward right now in the current energy is the magician is in the dark. So there's a lack of confidence right now. Could be just, you need to do this email first to boost the magician into the light. There's a Four of Pentacles here, so I feel like it's a matter of you taking responsibility, you being protective of yourself, focusing on your long-term sense of stability. Justice, justice is here, a good balance between the two of you, owning your truth, having clarity, um, you know, signing contracts kind of thing is what the Justice card means as well. King of Wands, you being assertive in your energy, you being confident, you being the one to take that active role. That is what I got. Movie says I've closed the list. If Tammy finishes before 27 minutes mark of the hour, I will open it up again. Okay, so for Dee will Dee hear back from the housing people? Will Dee hear back from the housing people? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Will Dee hear back from the housing people? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Will Dee hear back from the housing people? The Knight of Cups is yes, but there may still be more delays. What is the energy around the housing people? What is the energy around the housing people? You have the King of Wands and the Light. So I feel like with the King of Wands and a Light, it's a matter of taking action. So I don't know if this is the same thing for Alice, like you contacting them and seeing where you are on the list kind of thing, like just a check-in. You have the Seven of Cups and the Light as well. So I feel like they may present you with options. The Queen of Cups is in the dark. They may not be too helpful, but it may be something. The Four of Cups is in the light. So I feel like it's a matter of, figuring out something, making sure that they still notice you, that they still know that your interest seems to be what's coming through. But that's what I got. Tammy, how long will G be so angry at home? When will G return to herself for us to get along better? Let's see for Tammy. Is there any spirits, guides, ancestors, and fae? How long was the G? How long will G? Okay, so let's see. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, and or fae? What does Tammy need to know to help G return to herself so they can get along better? What supports can Tammy provide to help G along with her energy? How can G improve her energy? How can Tammy help improve her energy? There's the magician. So, the magician is using your full potential, being determined, being resourceful, being confident, open that door of communication. So I feel like you probably have tried to open the door of communication, but with the magician here, I feel like it's a matter of you supporting G and being confident and like showing her like, yes, you do have potential, you are a good person, just focusing on the positive side of things rather than the negatives. You have the Knight of Wands in the dark as well. So, the Knight of Wands, I feel like there's this energy. I don't know if this is G, who kind of like runs from commitments, maybe acts on impulses, maybe has a bit of a hot temper, um, maybe a little rebellious in their energy. Um, Seems to be coming through as well. You have the Tower in the dark. So I feel like this again is G's energy. Just kind of I don't know if it's like drifting from one way to another, or not being able to finish what was started, or what's going on with that. But I just feel like they just kind of get into this anxiety state where they just spiral a little bit there. You have the Two of Wands in the dark too, so they're not really seeing any paths that are in front of them that they could help themselves move forward. So I feel like that is causing G to feel a little bit stuck. That may be why the magician is here to give her that guiding, that spiritual guidance support kind of thing. You have the Two of Pentacles here as well. So it's kind of like there's an imbalance. It's just a matter of figuring out where the two of you fit in your relationship and how to improve things. The Page of Wands is in the dark as well. So I don't know if it's a matter of creative blocks between the two of you, or just avoiding each other, or what's going on with that. Is there any advice we can give to Tammy so that her and G can get along better? What is the advice going on so that Tammy and G can get along better? Yeah, just having faith in her, supporting her, giving her some spiritual guidance that everything's going to be fine. I don't know if you pray together or what you guys do for that. The Star and the Light, I feel like there's this energy of choosing what feels safe for you. Just, you know, choosing more what's safe between the two of you rather than like what's expected or what's. The Nine of Cups is here making sure that you embrace that alignment, right? Mind, heart, soul is all aligned. That sense of recognition, giving her some self care time. The Three of Pentacles is in the dark, so not too much pressure with mingling with other people, I guess. I don't know if that's pressure between the two of you or what. Page of Wands, opening that door of communication, especially with being more open to seeing what the two paths are that could be opening up in front of her right now. That's what I got. James, is Nicole still interested in fixing things down the road? Let's see for James. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Is Nicole still interested in fixing things with James later down the road? Two of Pentacles. I feel like it depends. I feel like it depends. It's up and down in the air. Will Nicole want to fix things with James later down the road? I feel like it may be a possibility, like much farther down the road. I don't feel like it's gonna happen anytime too soon. I feel like it's a possibility to have a quickie if you just want sex. Um, but I feel like they're trying best to follow their calling. I feel like they have an idea of what they want and how they're gonna play it out. So yeah, not quite sure on that one. The High Priestess is in the dark too, so they're not really trusting or relying on their intuition all that much right now. So they may not be feeling it for some reason. I don't know. That is what I got. Ruby, hello. Will the mechanic shop car get my repair cost under 900? Excuse me. Okay, so I'll be right back. Sorry about that. For Ruby, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Ruby a message? Will the mechanic shop repair the car would be under 900? The King of Swords is probably unlikely. Said they would try to get the best price for the parts of labor. Yeah, I feel like they are going to try. I feel like, the King of Swords are going to be honest, but I feel like it will be hard for them to keep it under 900. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, and their fae want to come give Ruby a message? Will they try to keep the price of the repairs under 900? I feel like they're going to try their best. I feel like they're going to be honest. The Ace of Swords is in the light. So I feel like they're going to be honest. They have a clear mind. I feel like they're successful in general. The Queen of Pentacles here, I feel like they're going to treat you with respect. I feel like they're not going to try to take advantage of you at all. It may give you options. It may give you different perspectives of what they can do if something occurs. There is the Page of Wands and a Light too. So I feel like they will communicate with you what the process is, and I feel like they'll give you options like, we can fix this. Do you want us to go ahead or not, kind of thing. I feel like there will be some good communication. Yeah, I get it. Car repairs are so much. Oh my god. Our car is in such bad shape. Moonbeam tried to duct tape it. We have a door handle that's like missing from one side. So when we're driving around town, we try to like avoid any police from seeing us because we don't want the police to take our car off the road. So, will it be ready tomorrow? Will Ruby's car be ready tomorrow? Will Ruby's car be ready tomorrow? The Six of Cups is yes. I mean, the Six of Cups is the yes card, so I'm hoping it'll be ready for tomorrow. I feel like if you'll at least get the communication tomorrow, Ruby. Let's see for Noor. How does I'm not sure how you say that name. Far relative, see and think about Nor. Let's see, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, and their fae? How does the far relative see or think of Nor? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, and their fae? How does the far relative think about Nor? The magician is in the light. So I feel like they feel like you're very resourceful, very confident. Um, I feel like they think that you are inspiring or creative. I feel like they see that you have grown a lot. There is the Ten of Swords. I feel like sometimes they feel like you may be a little defeated or have a lot of worries or stresses or things that you may feel that hold you back a little bit. For the Hangman, I feel like as you've grown, has seen your growth and has changed their perspective of you as you've grown. I feel like it's more in a positive light. The Queen of Pentacles is in the light here too. So I feel like if they see that you are very nurturing, very confident, very resourceful, very responsible in your energy. The Five of Swords is in the dark. I feel like they may even feel like they owe you an apology because I feel like they had different views of you in the past and now their views of you have changed in a positive way. That's what I got. Bernadette, partner's energy. What is Bernadette's partner's energy? I saw the Nine of Swords, so I feel like your partner is like very worried or wary about something. Let's see for Bernadette. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What's the energy around Bernadette's partner? It came out again. That's what wanted to come out the first time was the Nine of Swords. You know, the Nine of Swords is like stuck in their head, haunted by their thoughts, having insomnia or fears, anxieties, stressing. I don't know if they've been doom scrolling or what's going on with that. But yeah, the Page Cups, I feel like they've been more open with communicating with you about their feelings, or they feel like they have. I don't know. Um, the Hermit is in the dark, so I feel like they're trying to express themselves more. You know, if your partners are Virgo, that could be very hard because Virgos like to keep to themselves. Um, Finances, I'm not quite sure what they're talking about. It just seems like they're more open with their communication. For the Knight of Wands and the Light, I feel like they've been a little bit more charming or romantic. I don't know, or they're trying their best. Um, for the Six of Cups and the Light, I feel like they very much value the nostalgia energy between the two of you. I feel like they're trying to help financially the best that they can with their balance and their energy. But yeah, there seems to be a lot of stresses and worries coming through. What does Bernadette need to know about their energy? Is there any other girls in the picture for Bernadette? Is there any other girls in the picture? The Knight of Cups is in the dark, so I doubt it. The Lovers is in the dark too. Uh, yeah, that's because he's a Virgo, Bernadette. Virgos are just like that. It's not just him, right? Virgos can be overcritical, very anxious, they're very perfectionist, they can nitpick at everything. They have a lot of doubt, a lot of worries. They don't like to ask for help, but they like to be helpful. It's kind of hard. But they can also be practical and thoughtful and helpful and grounded and hardworking. But they are very picky. Like Virgos like everything to be super clean, super neat, super organized. you know, it's just the nature of a Virgo. But they do say Virgos and Pisces get along well together, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't think he is, because the Lovers was in the dark, and the Knight of Cups was in the dark too. It clashes. I don't know. They say Virgos and Pisces get along really well together. So if you're still together, there must be some sort of attraction. It's just Virgos are very realistic, and Pisces like to tend to be more imaginative and creative and artsy, where Virgos like to stick to the facts. So it's kind of like trying to find the balance in between the two. Yeah. Like I know when it comes to like sexuality kind of things, Pisces tend to like more fantasy, role playing, more of that sort of fun stuff on that side, where Virgos are more realistic, let's plan the date, let's not be spontaneous kind of energy. Yeah, because he's a Virgo. Yeah, he's not gonna do artsy. He's not gonna do creative. So it's kind of like finding the balance between the two. Like what the two of you can do together that, you know, is practical. Like maybe going to see an art museum that has other things besides art, that kind of thing. But that's what I got. Thank you everyone for being here. I'll be back again tomorrow for free readings. Thank you all for being here so much. Yeah. So I'll see you all next time. Thank you guys. Bye. Good night.